when it comes to online reading, I think day before yesterday I have shared you the link of books and all. And within 2 days, there were 15,000 hits. So students are desperately looking for the good books, reference material, which is not available. And here it is ready available for you all. So try to avail the maximum benefit of it for your learning, for gaining your knowledge. Okay. So without wasting much of time, can we proceed with the, I think we have completed all the lengthy definitions. All 5 lengthy definitions are over. Okay, long definitions were over. Those were business, consideration. कौन कौन था बताओ बताओ बताओ. Don't see the notebook. No, Hinal.
India consideration.
India consideration.
Or
Business.
business or
Person.
person. Very important. Person.
India.
Okay. So there were 5 definitions which were lengthy definitions. And then subsequently we started with short definitions.
The one definition is left of lengthy one.
Which one?
The recipient.
Recipient नहीं किया हमने. Lengthy में क्या क्या था भाई? Let me check. Oh, recipient is yet to be done. Okay. ठीक है. It will come. तो फिर मैंने उसको इधर उधर क्यों रख दिया? Recipient needs to be come up. इधर है भाई recipient. Is missing. Why to waste much of time?
Sir, the file that you opened had recipient.
Which one?
So the file which you opened
Just
before
now?
this one. Yeah, sir, the file that you opened just now.
Copy paste में ऐसा होता है ना.
So not this, yeah, this one.
Hmm. Thank you. Otherwise, I would have. लास्ट ईयर बच्चों ने पढ़ा और बोला ही नहीं है. So first you take down this definition, then we'll proceed further. Okay, why recipient definition is so very important? Now let us first understand. Recipient of, why recipient definition in GST is very important? Whereas in sale of goods act, buyer was not so very important. Seller was important. Yes or no? So here the recipient is important because the chargeability is there on their end. Destination based taxation. So what is the destination? Recipient is the destination of GST. You agree with me or not? That is a very specifically this definition has been given. So first and foremost, thank you Samida for reminding us. So that was there in last year ka semester 5. So there are different places, different sections and subsections are there. So due to that copy paste, it must have left it out. So kindly take down the definition of recipient and then we will proceed further. Okay, see how clearly given. Recipient of supply of goods or services or both means where a consideration is payable for the supply of goods or services or both, the person who is liable to pay the consideration. So immediately after the definition of consideration, it should come. Okay, where there is no consideration is payable for the supply of goods, the person to whom the goods are delivered or made available or whom possession or use of goods is to be given are made available are the recipient. Where there is no consideration is payable for supply of services, a person to whom the services is rendered and any reference to a person to whom supply is made shall be constructed as reference to the recipient of the supply and shall include an agent acting such as on behalf of the recipient in relation of the goods or services or both to be supplied. Okay. See, we are not registered. We do not have GST number. Again, I'm telling you, it is going to help you to understand the concept of reverse charge also. When we do the booking of railway ticket or air ticket, they always ask us for GST number. We could not able to provide that. Why? Because none of us we got the GST number. We have our PAN number. So in such cases, to whom we have paid, may it be Indian Railway, may it be particular, aviation industry, they will be liable to pay to the government. So in such cases, where the consideration is paid, right, recipient is liable to make the payment to the government. So recipient simply means who is availing the benefit of goods or services or both. Goods or services or goods and services both. These are the lengthy definitions. Recipient system here. Then India and then Turkey. Once again, I'm finding Priya, your video mode is off. Sadhvi's video mode is off. Hinal, Fairs, Ruchi, Sita is writing. Ruchi, Mehak, Natalie, they are out of coverage area. Aradhya is writing. Aditi is writing. Kinjal is writing. Yes, Tapak, waste all. Video mode is off.
Sir, here is some kind of network issue. मेरा video mode से on नहीं हो रहा है.
Who's that?
प्रिया.
Priya.
Sorry sir, that's why मैंने आज video mode थोड़ा off रखा है. हो ही नहीं रहा से.
कोई बात नहीं, होता है, technical error is possible. See, now I can make out कि Hinal has completed, Shreyas has completed, Ruchi has. बाकी का मुझे पता ही नहीं चलेगा ना. Classroom में can you do like this? You can put your camera off. First year में camera off करता था क्या? All we can able to see during the lecture. कौन लिख रहा है, कौन नहीं लिख रहा है. So why you are making such kind of habit now? Change your attitude and habit. Okay. So it was regarding recipient. So all lengthy definition we have taken it up together. And now the small definition. In that we have taken electronic commerce operator, goods, non-taxable supply, principal supply was going on. Am I right? Yesterday's session we were talking about principal supply. Yes or no? And we have discussed
Yes.
principal, composite, mix, different kind of supply. Yes? And next is reverse charge. Okay, so just now I have taught you regarding if suppose either buyer or seller, one of them they are unregistered, what will happen? And other is registered. Okay. See, here all are registered with GST. That's why you have seen that manufacturer ka set off has taken by wholesaler, wholesaler ka by retailer, and accordingly whatever they have done, the value addition they paid the tax. Yes or no? If suppose any of them they are not registered, what will happen? Then recipient of them will be liable to make the payment. Okay? Say for example, don't get confused. There are two kinds of supply. One is forward, another is reverse. Normal mein what is happening? The supplier is making and getting it received and paying it to the government. Okay. Supplier is paying it to the government. If supplier is not registered, the supplier is not registered, then what recipient will going to pay the GST is known as reverse charges. Is known as reverse charges. Okay. I'll tell you the example. Just now I was talking about when we discuss about the recipient. You have seen when we were doing the booking of railway ticket or air ticket and they are asking for the GST number. we don't have, we cannot provide, neither we are getting the benefit nor we are going for ITC, input tax credit. Yes or no? But suppose a company is doing the booking for their CEO, CFO, manager, for air ticket or railway ticket on behalf of company. What the company will do? Company will put their GSTN number. Yes or no? Are ha ya na? Because they both are registered. Indian Railway is registered and that company is also registered. And they can avail the benefit of GST. Input tax credit. That is why whenever you are making the payment, they are asking you to pay the GST. We being the individual, we can't avail the benefit. Why? Because we do not have GST number. That is why I told you today, without having GST number, no one can do the business. They can neither be manufacturer, nor be wholesaler, nor even retailer. करेगा ही नहीं कोई उससे business, because their liability will be shifted to other parties. So that is why very meticulously they have created that kind of provisions in the act. Okay, let's talk about poor farmer who is selling the product rice to someone. They are not registered one. Okay, so this any of the rice brand what you are saying, they are bought from the poor farmer. But that GST is not like they are not paid. Now, whosoever has bought, recipient who is going to supply to the DMart or to any Kirana wala, they are liable to pay. This is known as reverse charges. So, seller is not paying the tax, buyer is paying the tax on behalf of seller. Why? Because seller was unregistered dealer. They were not having their GST number. Okay, like now normally what we bought from the stationery shop, from the garment store, cosmetic, we are not paying, we are just making the payment. The seller is paying to the government. Yes or no? But if the buyer will pay, that is known as reverse charges. And I told you the very good example of farmer. Farmer is not having GST number. If until unless they are very big farmer, I'm talking about poor farmer. तो यही मैंने यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल पे समझाया था कि अगर सप्लायर है वो जीएसटी मोदी जी को पे करेगा आफ्टर कलेक्टिंग फ्रॉम रिसीवर ऑफ द सप्लायर. बट अगर ऐसा नहीं है, सप्लायर अनरजिस्टर्ड है, दे आर नॉट रजिस्टर्ड, देन जो रिसीवर है वो मोदी जी को जीएसटी पे करेगा. And that is known as reverse charge. This is known as forward or normal charge. Okay, and that is what is defined in this definition of section 2 subsection 98. Section 2 subsection 98. Reverse charge means the liability to pay tax by the recipient of the supply. That is why I have discussed the definition of recipient of the goods or services or both, instead of supplier of such goods or services or both, under subsection 3 or subsection 4 or subsection 9 or subsection 3 or subsection 4 of section 5 of integrated. So in CGST Act, it is section 2, subsection 9, but in IGST Act, it is subsection 4 of section 5. Understood what is reverse charges? So again, when we will go to section 9, we are going to learn this reverse charges concept. And just now what the diagram I have shown it to you, that was as per section 9 subsection 3 and subsection 4 of section 9. Completed? Do it. Yes, Samida.
Sir, but registration is important in GST, no?
But if I don't
So
want,
why?
have you registered yourself under GST?
No.
It's like
Sir,
that.
but I am not the person who is doing business, right?
Many businessmen is doing like that also. Do you think that?
Sir, but it should be illegal, no?
No, you can't say illegal because the recipient is burdening that tax burden. No? If
Sir, but
not,
all the
then
tax can't be burdened by the buyer always,
yes,
no?
someone has to bear the tax. Some has to. That is what is called as reverse. No, that government is very clever, boss. They will not allow you to do such things. But yes, there are certain informal marketing, informal buying and selling. Okay, suppose that
Sir,
farmer is selling to some other people in those rural areas. They are also not registered. उधर चल सकता है. But if that farmer wants to sell to the demand, if the farmer wants where they are going to get the appropriate price of their product, in such cases you have to register.
so there must be some consequences for not registering also, right?
There are other provisions also.
Or there is nothing.
No, there is consequences, there are provisions, there are composite scheme also. We are going to learn. Don't worry. Slowly and gradually. Next definition we have service, which is under section 2, subsection 102. Okay. Please take down, then we'll have explanation. Angel is writing, Samida is writing, Sadhvi as usual, out of coverage area. Shreyas, Ruchi, Sika, Ruchi, Hinal, Aditi, Mehak, Aradhya, Natalie, remaining all are in. Ria, so once it is done, please let me know. Okay. Okay. Let's see how effectively they have defined the services. Basically, let me explain. When you are doing the exchange, suppose Samida has 2,000 rupees of note and she went to Aditi and she is asking kindly get me the exchange. Aditi has given 100 ka 20 note. Is Aditi is going to charge any extra amount? Is Samida is going to pay any additional charges to Aditi? Tell me. But same Samida is having 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, $2,000. Of course, Aditi is not going to do that exchange in Indian rupees. Samida is going to a nearby bank, HDFC Bank, and giving that money to them. Do you think that bank is going to give the same amount of exchange, or bank will deduct certain charges? Understood now? So even the definition of goods may say things regarding services has been taken in broader prospects. So if there is any consideration by exchanging of money also will be a service. How clever definition is this in this act? So service means anything other than goods. Okay. Money, security, which was there in the goods. But include activity relating to use of money or by conversion by cash or other mode from one currency or denomination from another currency or denomination where the separate consideration is charged is services. Understood how well definition of as per today's uh, you know uh, arena or as per today's context we can say this definition has been defined in that. Okay, that's very important. Okay, suppose I'm delivering you session, it's a service. I'll be paid for it. But same thing, if I'm teaching to my home kid, it won't be a service. Why? Because it's without consideration. So consideration, that's why those definitions we have already learned earlier. So every definitions are very important and very critical definition we have incorporated in your syllabus. Okay. I hope you must be enjoying learning GS2. Try to enjoy. Be at home, be safe. Again, COVID cases are increasing. Try to get the vaccination as early as possible. See you next week. Till then, complete your assignment book. If you got your roll numbers, kindly incorporate your new roll numbers in your assignment book. Don't write old roll numbers because then it will be difficult for me to give you the marks. So kindly write the new